Hello friends and welcome to today's video. I bought a camera. First of all, before I do anything else, thank you to Bede for, how do I want to phrase this? Talking me down from my mental spiral, let's put it that way. Talking me down and like actually helping me figure it out because I'm not a techie person and I was like freaking out. And Bean, you're amazing. Your slideshow was one of the best things I've ever seen in my life. You are a true icon, a legend, and a queen. But yeah, I bought a camera. I'm stating this like right now. If in the next like several videos you see a vast amount of confusingness, I'm figuring out what the fuck I'm doing. I don't know how to work this camera really beyond like, the basics. So like I'm figuring it out. I'm getting it like Being again, you're amazing. She gave me a new editing software to use, so like we're figuring everything out, but we've evolved. Everyone give me a round of applause. I feel like I deserve it because I spent a lot of money. Anyway, none of you care. We're here to talk about EXO and their Exodus album. So like, for reference, why we're doing this album, I realized when I got my camera, I was like, oh, we should make the first video that I make on it, like one of my favorite albums of all time. And then I realized I've had a YouTube channel for like a year. I posted daily for some ungodly reason, like something possessed me. It was a demon. I decided to do daily uploads for the first like 6 months, which means I've reviewed my favorite albums. Like, if you give me a group that I really stand, I've reviewed my favorite album by them, like 9 times out of 10. So instead of racking my brain to figure out what album to review, I've decided instead we're gonna do the first album I ever listened to, which was Exodus. This was the first K-pop album I ever listened to in its entirety, and we're doing her for that, for the camera. Say thank you to the camera if you're excited about this video, I guess. I feel very rambly today, and we just need to get started. So, just to go over how things are going to work, I am going to run through the track list, give you my thoughts on each song, and then give the album a score out of 10 at the end. But some disclaimers. Disclaimer number 1, just like when I did the EXO repackaged album like 5 million years ago, I'm only doing the EXO-K version just because that's the version I always really listen to. That's the one I'm used to listening to, so like pretty much both songs are the same to me, but like we're doing that one in case it makes a difference to you. So yeah, other disclaimer, my standard one, everything I say in this video is just my opinion. You do not have to agree with my opinion. Music is subjective, and that is great. Alright, let's get started. First up, we have my first favorite song. I have 2 favorite songs on this album, but this is the first one, and it is also the title track, Miss Call Me Baby. I feel like I don't really have to go into the song all that much. I'm going to anyway, but I feel like I don't really have to just because, like, this is Call Me Baby. I am of the opinion, if you haven't heard this song, can you really call yourself a K-pop fan? I don't believe so. Like, not a real one, at least. Like, I know this song is, like, do you remember, for those us oldies who got into K-pop back in, like, pre-BTS being, like, BTS, when it was, like, you have to listen to Big Bang, or you're not a real fan. Like, if you haven't heard Fantastic Baby, this is, like, that to me, where it's, like, if you haven't heard the song, like, what are you doing? Like, you don't have to love it, you don't have to stand it as much as I do, but you have to listen to it, at the very least. Anyway, with that pointless ramble out of the way, let us discuss the actual song itself, Miss Call Me Baby, and she slaps. She slaps so fully. The chorus is truly an icon and it bangs. The verses are amazing. The bridge is frankly god tier. My one complaint about this song is that the rap is too long. God bless Chanyeol. He has grown very much as a rapper since 2015. He's much better than he was then, in my opinion, at the very least, but this is not one of his best raps, and it goes on a little bit longer than it should, if you know what I mean. Next song, Transformer. Listen, I have a confession to make to you all. In my opinion, these verses did not age super well. I know. This song, many people love it. I used to love it. I used to go off to these verses. I used to adore them. But it's been 7 years, and they did not age the best. If, like, they don't hold up, is my point. The rest of the song, though, very much does. The bridge is fantastic. I really still love the pre-chorus, and the chorus itself is still very, very good. So, like, in short, the verses may not have aged well, but it's fine because the rest of the song did. Our next song is What If. And this song is gorgeous. Like, this is the first ballad-y song on the album, but it's less of a, like, belt your heart out ballad that EXO does also have. The next song is that, but it's more of a, like, chill R&B, that ballad type thing. Like, I will lay back and soak in the vocals instead of scream myself hoarse and piss off my neighbors. It's that type of vibes, if you know what I mean. Like, I don't have a better explanation for you than that, but my point is that this song is great and I love it a lot. We have reached my second favorite song, which is My Answer. This song. I have another confession to make. This is one of my favorite ballads of all time. Not by EXO, not K-pop ballads, ballads in general, one of the best I've ever heard. I have heard this song Lord knows how many times. There have been days, not super recently anymore, but like in the past, where I will listen to this song for like 2 hours straight. For a frame of reference, when taking these notes, I listened to this song 3 times in a row because it's just, it hits so differently. I love it so, so much. And it's just, it's, oh. But like, let's be real. If you think the vocals in this song aren't stunning, you're on drugs. If you think the background music isn't one of the most beautiful things you've ever heard, you're on drugs. If you think Kyungsoo isn't leaving the girlies shaking, you're on drugs. Like, Kyungsoo especially is like shining in this song. He is giving everything, especially in the bridge. Like, he is too powerful in this song. Next, we have the titular track, Exodus. This song, I have a story to tell you. This was the first B-side that I ever actually fell in love with. I know it's a basic one to like be the first, but this was the first K-pop album I listened to. So like it kind of had to be one of these, and it was this one. I don't know what it was about this song in particular that made this the one B-side that I was like, oof. But yeah, it was Exodus. I can't tell you why, but it's what happened. Either way though, this song honestly holds up. Like, you can tell it's from 2015. It's very much giving 2015 banger pop vibes. But it's still good in 2022. Like, the chorus is still going off. The verses are still really good. Part of it is nostalgia, but it's a good song in spite of that, at least if you ask me. Next up, El Dorado. This song, one of my favorite EXO choruses of all time. Like, just right off the bat, this chorus, to this day, is one of their best. If you ask me, it is at the very least. Like, it bangs. Plain and simple, it just bangs in every way you want a song to bang. Like, this song, it's almost perfect. The pre-chorus did not age the best. Like, the pre-chorus, not their best. It did not really hold up in 2022, but the rest of the song did. Like, I still really liked the pre-chorus. Again, the chorus bangs. Like, the verses are also really good. Even Taeyeon's rap is really good. So, like, I can get over the fact the pre-chorus didn't age super well because I really like the rest of the song. Next, Playboy. I was so obsessed with this song when I first heard it. Like, for years after, I was like enthralled by this song. It was beyond obsessed. I was so into it. I don't think words can properly explain why, but it's an amazing song. I don't know what to tell you. Like, it starts very strong with Jongin, and then it just gets better from there. It's just, the chorus, a masterpiece. The verses, masterpiece. This song is a masterpiece. Jonghyun really said, I'm giving the girlies a sexy masterpiece, and we should all be grateful. Plus, this is Kyungsoo's song. I will not take other opinions. Live we can discuss, but like, if you listen to it, this is Kyungsoo's song. Kyungsoo owned this song, and I love that for him. Up next is Hurt, and if you have ever watched my videos and heard me refer to a song as a chill banger and been like, what are you talking about? This is the exact vibes of what I'm talking about, because this is a chill banger at the finest degree. Like, let me explain it this way. This chorus, it bangs, but not in the, like, it's chill, but it bangs. It breaks your neck, but not breaks your neck bangs. Like, if you know what I mean, you know what I mean. I feel like I need a dictionary because I feel like 90% of the time I alone know what I mean. But basically, chill banger equals this song. We've reached the penultimate song, which is Lady Luck. This is another one of EXO's best choruses. I loved this chorus since I first heard it. I loved this song since I first heard it. It's giving. Every second of this song is giving, with the sole exception of the weird moans. They're the one thing with this song that I could do without. They make me uncomfortable. I don't like them. They make me feel not happy. I wish they weren't there, but every other second of this song is fully a masterpiece, and I love it so much. Last but not least, we have Beautiful. I have my final confession to make. This chorus lives in my head rent-free to this day. I don't know why, because it's not like a phenomenal chorus. It's honestly one of the weaker ones, but like, if you tell me the word beautiful, there's a 50-50 I will start humming this chorus. I can't explain why, but it has literally lived in my head rent-free for more than half a decade at this point. Like, since I first heard this song, this chorus has just existed as a permanent fixture in my brain, and I don't know how to feel about that, but we've come to terms with it. The song itself, though, Okay, I lied. I have one more confession. I never really got into this song. I don't know why. This is like the one song on this album that never really did it for me. It's not that it's a bad song, because it's really not. I think it's more just that the rest of the album is so good that this song, it's just not on that level, so it can't help but seem worse by comparison. Overall, I'm giving this album a 9.7 out of 10. I have been obsessed with this entire album, with the exception of Beautiful, for literally 7 years at this point. Like, most of the songs I will listen to on a consistent basis to this day. It is truly one of the best albums I've ever heard, and I just love it with all my heart and soul. So yeah, 9.7 out of 10. That is all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to comment your own thoughts on this album down below. Let me know what your favorite song is. You can also like and subscribe if you want to, or don't. I will be okay either way. Also, if you want to hear more from me, you can follow me on Twitter at @s_album_reviews. I will link that in the description, along with various other EXO reviews that I have done, so you can check those out if you so choose. But yeah, thank you again for watching. Bye!